back, and we're gonna finish this game. We're so close. We've gotten through all the things, and somehow the final battle is with this girl that is willing to end everything, and I guess she's possessed by Ashino, or she's possessed by Ashino's vengeful spirit. No wonder why she's such a psycho. I mean, maybe it's the combo of demeanor and her just complete lack of logic that makes me mad, but yo, she was so annoying. I guess that's why she's like such a manipulative user. She kind of feels like she feels smarter than everyone else, when in reality she just lies to everybody. So, whatever. Continue the investigation, and they want to meet with Ayame. What'll be the conclusion? I don't know. We're gonna see. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, 6 p.m. Samita River. Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university. That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay my tuition. Ha. Not one to mince words, eh? You came alone, right? Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages. I just don't want to get caught, okay? Never thought I'd see the day that you called the police. There's something I needed to see you about. Ah, all right then. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's go through things one by one. Where's the sticker when you need one? Surroundings. Excuse me, but it's all about stickers. You won't have any stickers here. You won't have it. Not even in the water, not even under that bridge over there. Where's the mockingbirds? I'm gonna think. She called the police asking for me by name and demanded I come meet her here alone. They asked if I wanted a team to set up a perimeter. I had them stand down. Sure, she might make a run for it, but I don't want her panicking if she has a cursed stone. Besides, I'm not trying to take her in by force. The sun is starting to dip down into the horizon. This long, long day is about to end. You don't have to worry about Najima's threat anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen. Nope. Are they behind the trees there? Are you guys here? Where are you guys? Whatever, I don't know where my friends are anymore. She sure has changed over the past 3 years, got more of a grown-up air about her. Hard to believe she's that same little girl who would get omelet all over her face when we took her out to eat. Wait a minute, is that how far back I have to go for a happy memory together? No wonder she hates me. Yeah, I mean, neglect isn't cool, but this is no excuse, girl. Why are you such a psycho? About Fumichika Najima. Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Najima? And if I did, would you hide me from the police? Well, I don't know if I... That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. You're a psycho. Yes, I did it. You. I don't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens and I realized, while he was talking to me, that he fulfilled the conditions of my curse. So I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. She's like so happy about this. So there's no going back now. That's not true. You could still make things right before you make them worse.
Then let me say it another way. This is my chance, and I won't throw it away.
Your chance?
It's our chance to be a horrible person at all times. She called the police. Yeah. It's too bad that I'm Tatsumi, because I'd be like, I wanted her to die immediately, but he's gonna feel bad.
Did Najima say anything to you?
Said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure.
Yeah, not surprised there.
Said a lot of bad things about you back. Oh, so I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone.
Harsh.
In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit.
That's gross, girl. No. Kindred spirit? What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal.
But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different.
Ugh. No, you're different.
Am I?
Well, maybe not that different.
But at least you're honest.
I know I haven't been the best father, but I wonder, of all the fathers in the world, is there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they'd committed a crime?
How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that.
God, she's so annoying. To me. Yeah, plenty of parents take the fall for their children, or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe as a parent, it's the right thing to do.
I don't know. I think having a father like that would make it easier to go to him for advice if I did do something wrong. You killed someone. You can't just say stupid shit like that. Anyways, whatever. It's Ayame. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side.
Well, I'm not your parent, and I'm definitely not on your side.
Sorry, I'm mad at this character.
I see. So that's what it would take to be on your side. I can't do that.
That's okay. I wasn't really expecting you to.
Nope. I wouldn't be able to do that either, because I like to believe I'm not a piece of crap. So Najima really didn't tell you anything?
Not really, no.
About her mother. How is she? Yasuko, I mean.
Mom, I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her, though, haven't you?
I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been running around all over the place looking for you.
Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you heard from me?
I did not.
Tisk tisk.
I don't know, just an ungrateful person, I suppose. Well, I've heard you're still into nightlife and staying out late these days. Didn't want her to worry more than she already was.
You're one to talk. What the hell are you talking? She's like full of bite back, but I really feel like she has absolutely no grounds to stand on. Like, I'm sitting there going like, nothing you say hurts because it's stupid.
About being taken hostage. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Najima. Are you hurt?
And there it is. That's so like you.
What?
You're only mentioning that now. Shouldn't that have been the first thing you asked me?
Ugh, well, I was just...
You're not worried about me. All you care about is yourself. I hate this person. This is such an annoying person.
Yeah, you're right. I've been selfish, I know.
Aw, come on, Mr. Tatsumi. You can do better than that. You really screwed up there, huh? I'm fine. I managed to get away, somehow or another, by murdering. Yes, I know.
Right. I'm glad. Why are you willing to go so far for the rite of resurrection? What do you want with it?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. No one would. No one would, Ayame. You'd just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely. Yeah, I would. Myself, would definitely do that.
Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think up a way for you to get what you want without resurrection.
I want to bring Katsushika Hosukai back to life.
Hosukai? Hokusai? No, I said Hosukai by accident. What? Hokusai, the ukiyo-e artist? That Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life?
That'd be quite the feat, huh?
That's... you... I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid?
See? It is stupid, though. It is incredibly stupid. I mean, I wouldn't say it to her face because she's a psycho. The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of Ikiyoi. Though I'm sure you never noticed.
Really? I had no idea.
It saved me. Hokusai is the reason I'm still alive today.
Then Hokusai's to blame. I didn't know you felt so hopeless.
You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. You know, I feel like I'm really mad at her because her way of blaming others is so far-fetched, and while I can maybe relate to an idea of someone not being there for me when growing up, I also see it as, like, if you're gonna, like, blame other people and take no responsibility yourself either, like, I know she's a child, but also, she's making fucked up decisions, and she feels no consequence. I just don't think she's worth saving. Maybe it's a bit harsh, but gosh, I don't like her. Especially when it comes to paranormal powers. I think if you were willing to murder an entire city, kill a bunch of children, you know, do all that stuff, you know, I feel like you're just a piece of crap. From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew that it was my destiny. You're a moron. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy.
You're really serious about this?
Yeah, she's a total maniac. Okay. Thought we'd talk about something else in our brains, be like, whoa, my daughter is so fucking dumb. I mean, he said the most normal thing possible, which is, why would you do something so stupid? And that's pretty much it. About the talisman.
Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michio Shiraishi had?
Michio Shiraishi?
From the car crash you're in with that Namigaki guy.
Oh, with Yutaro? Yeah, it was there.
Yutaro? That sounds like... So you and him were, I mean...
Not really. He was kind of a boring guy.
What? You're serious? But he said...
Ugh, you're getting off track, Mr. Tsutsubi. The talisman. Get back to the talisman. We shouldn't have relied on him for this.
Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with the hit-and-run case on top of everything, you're really in deep.
Is that really what you want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, no! Tell me about the talisman. Did you take it from the scene?
You mean this? Oh my fucking god, I hate this girl.
That's it.
I picked it up at the scene of the crash. Didn't want to leave fingerprints behind.
That's all? There's really no other reason?
What's the big deal? Is it really that special, this whole thing?
Yeah, it's real important. Would you mind giving it to me?
No, that was the wrong move. Important for what?
For putting a stop to the curses of the...
No, Tsutsubi, no! Oh, sorry, I almost knocked my mic around just because I was just like, no, don't say these things to her. Oh, so that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the rite. Then no way. I'm definitely keeping it.
Ugh, I screwed that one up.
Mr. Tatsumi, you really can't do any better than that? Come on, the talisman. I love that we're just flubbing everything because it's our daughter, even if she is like the biggest psycho.
Will you give me the talisman?
No way. I can't lose the right.
Okay, fine, maniac.
You have a cursed stone, don't you? I do.
You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would you? The police will handle any damages the curse caused. Now, before you do any more wrong with it.
I'm not giving it up.
Of course not. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life?
That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I'll use it, no hesitation.
Alright, I guess I'll have to murder my daughter. Because I will murder her. Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have?
3. Not that it matters.
3, huh?
We're missing the Whispering Canal. I'm not handing them over.
Alright.
I think I've let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn?
By all means.
You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you?
If I say I'm not, can I kill her? That would be really exciting. I'm not. I'm not.
Wow, that's a bold declaration. Now then, let me tell you how my cursed stone, the Taiko of Tsugaru, works.
What?
My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. So if you try to cover something up, I know it's true, it is true, I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing?
Ah, I get it. Why you wanted to see me. Then let me tell you one thing first. The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie.
What? How is that fair? And you'd use that curse on me?
As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable, but as a parent with a duty to his child, I have no other choice.
Are you threatening me? Do you really think that's enough to convince me to do as you say?
I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest you try not to lie.
Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. If you try to hide it now, you really will die. Am I your real daughter? I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it. It's still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. That my real parent is the man I was just with.
Ayame! Is that all you have to say? Then I only have one answer for you. You are, honestly and truly, our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less.
Even now, you're still trying to hide it? Why are you really that stupid?
Gah! Gah!
Boss! Why is your pride worth dying for?
Gah! Gah! Ah! You're not gonna use the curse?
Huh, I should have known. Why? Why go this far to hide it?
Ayame, listen.
Huh? You're... how?
Ayame. Be proud. No matter what happens, you are our precious daughter.
No way. How are you still alive?
I don't know what that piece of shit Najima filled your head with. But you're not Shino. And you're not a Shino either. You're our daughter, Ayame Tsutsumi. Ah, right. I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine, too. Tsumi, Tono, both will always be part of who you are.
What? Why are you doing this? That's not true. The curse proves that it's not.
Sure, you probably don't have many memories of us playing together. And I did leave everything at home to your mom. And I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter how grisly a crime scene I was at, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it.
Why? Why say all of this now?
So, do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth, too. If you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me.
Stop. I can't.
The mastermind behind all this, the one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries in order to use the right, wasn't you, was it?
No. No, I wouldn't even know how to do that.
And picking up Michio Shirishi's talisman was just coincidence, right?
Huh? Yeah, I already told you that.
Ah, good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Nichima. You can stand on your own 2 legs and you can keep living without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good.
No, she stopped a lot.
You're a victim of your curse, too. It's not too late to atone for the hit and run, for using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can, because you're my daughter. After that, just live the best life that you can.
Dad!
Yeah, that's your fault.
Boss! Boss! That day at 6:18 p.m., Ayame Tono was taken into custody. Tetsuo Tsumi's death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 curse stones possessed by Tatsumi, as well as the 3 given up by Ayame, lost their curse bearers. This temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Mio Kurosuzu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman possessed by Ayame Tono was recovered and trusted to Mio Kurosuzu as well. Thus, any massacre that could potentially be caused by this iteration of the curses was prevented before it could ever happen. Or so it seemed.
What? Taiko of Tsukuru.
Kills by bludgeoning one who discovered to be hiding something from the curse bearer. The deep sound of drums once more reverberates through the night air. How long has it been since we started hearing them each day? Could it be coming from the Daimo's residence? I've heard they have a drum in their fire watchtower, instead of wooden clackers. But I don't see a fire, so why are they sounding the drum? Then one morning, a body was found. Isn't that old man Kanzo, the Ikiyoi painter? He lived nearby, but had been down and out for years, despite his best efforts to sell his work. Every now and then, his granddaughter would visit, and he would teach her to paint. It was the old man's only pleasure. One day, his granddaughter told him about her dreams, curses, souls, resurrection. Hearing her tale, the old man was gripped by sudden zeal and began to paint with great fervor. His work quickly became famous, enchanting all those who viewed the strange imagery. Even the daimyo had taken notice. What could possibly have happened? The people whispered amongst each other. It looked almost as if he had been beaten like a drum. What was he hiding? One-sided read. Dismembered. Okama was a lovely woman. Oh, wait, let's see. Name, address, location. Yeah. Okama was a lovely woman. She was spirited, worked hard, and lived a frugal yet pleasant life until her husband hanged himself. My husband? A swindler? Who would believe such a thing? Okama, why did I say Okama? Okama was determined to clear her husband's name. That was when she met Tomezo, a man that was a stranger to these parts. This man must be one of the daimyo's spies. It appears that after my husband, I will be next. So be it. But what is he hunting for? Okama, putting on the airs of a woman mourning her husband, went to the bridge nightly to seek information from Tomezo. She soon discovered that she was right and that her husband had been deceived. Okoma decided to bring her newfound knowledge to the daimyo, much to Tomezo's alarm. Angered at having been misled, he confronted her on the bridge, but Okoma would not listen. She cursed him, calling him vile names, and eventually his patience had worn thin. Blood splattered everywhere, and by the time he returned to his senses, it was already too late. He looked over the bridge to the river of blood below and saw the corpse of a woman, missing both an arm and a leg. Just a bunch of creepy imbeciles. Whoa, it's continuing. I'm June? I'm Ario? Oh, okay. Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. Can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found. Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely? Yep. We sent her home in a patrol car earlier. Apparently she put up quite a fuss, saying she wanted to see things through the end. Thank you. The Feast of Shadows was starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous. It's me, Ario. That's crazy that I'm Ario right now. 8 p.m. with no one around. This place is silent as the grave. No one wants to go out at night in these parts after everything that's happened over the past 2 days. Yeah. Can I look at the telephone booth? Literally my favorite thing in the world? No? Can I look at the telephone booth? What kind of investigator am I? Is there a sticker on the power lines? Alright. Mio. Oh. What's wrong? Next is... Detective Ario? What? Nope. What? So much has happened this evening, but it's still not over. We haven't found the curse bearer of the Whispering Canal, and we still have to put a stop to these curses. I can't get my mind off the remaining curse stone, the Whispering Canal, and who the mastermind is. But we have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the 2 talismans? Have you figured out the location of the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the 2 talismans, they formed a seal which could be undone. The thing inside the talismans looked like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll kept folded up by the seal. Who would have thought the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? Oh, who would have thought it contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin Scroll then. What's it say? Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out. Okay, unlocking the seal. Got it. Sure thing. I do know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it. Wow, I didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Okay, let's see. There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in correct order. Each seal has a different design. A carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed. Okay. So we need the Whispering Canal for the carp. Remove the 5 seals in the right order. Okay. If you get it wrong, is it going to, go boom? Huh? No, we'll just have to try again. I tested it once already. Oh, you already tried it yourself? So brave. I think it's devised so the seal can only be undone if the curses for the right have already been unleashed. I think there's a hint to opening it hidden somewhere related to the curses. Let me know when you're ready. Guess it makes sense for such an important document to be sealed so tight. Might help to talk things over the Mio if I get stuck. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. It's a carp. There's the clappers. There's the beach. The man had escaped. Okay, well, consult with Mio. It won't explode or anything, so you might as well give it a try. I see. Okay. Remove the 5 seals in the correct order.
But what does it mean? Am I supposed to know something? 7 Mysteries of Hanjo, tell me something. Most famous 7 mysteries: Whispering Canal, the Beckoning Light, Evergreen Beach, One-Sided Reed, the Ever-Burning Lantern. Oh, the Taiko. No. Okay. Croissant, Spirit Board. Okay. What if we go backwards? Oh, okay, no. I don't think that was right. Nope. No good. What am I supposed to do? Oh, wait. Oh, my God. It's a sticker. Yes. Mockingbird 20. What up? Oh, yeah. I'm living the life. Living the life, baby. Where's my new Mockingbird? Oh, Budgie Mary. Looking good. Budgie Mary. Is there more stickers? Oh, my God. Am I missing out? I feel like I'm losing my mind with these stickers. This makes sense for... No, I'll talk things with Mio. Do you recognize any of the things in these seals? They look sort of familiar. Yes, they do. Maybe there's something in our files. Oh, you know what? Okay, so it's a little bit like a story, right? I got, assuming. It's like what? Start off here, and then you go to the Evergreen Beach, I think, because it's like... It's talking about the resurrection after the Taiko of Tsugaru. So that's good. What else? Which one's the one that I like? The Reed. Yeah. The Reed is fucked up because he's lovely woman and husband hanged himself. That's it. Yeah. So she got hung. Okay, that makes sense. So. Okay, hung, and then I've got, what else did I read? Love fishing with father, made use of the carp, they caught, loved her dearly. One day her father, yes, okay, so they died. And then she was like, where did they go? And then the beckoning light is vague silhouette framed by silvery moonlight. It's a man hunched over near death with regret carved on his face. Visions of the past flash through his mind. Memories of the young couple and their daughter. Yes. Okay, so that's the last one. Okay. This was a lot of reading, by the way. I read a ton. I read all of them. Okay, so... Okay. I think that's the order. I'm thinking it's the order of events, because, like, that's what I originally thought, but then I was, like, looking at it, and then I wasn't actually sure, but anyways, I'm gonna give this one a shot. Okay, so Taiko Drum, then this guy is, he's like, whoa, I felt the resurrection stuff. Then this guy was like, whoa, I heard about resurrection, and he got hung. And then we have the Reed, I think. Wait, am I okay? Wait, the Reed? Did I get that right? The Reed. Oh, hanged himself. That's right. He died and he hung himself, even though that's not true. So that's the Reed next. And then yeah, the parents are gone. And then we're like, whoa, remember that family?
Oh my fucking god. Ugh. I spent so much time reading. Oh my god. All right. We did it. Ario, you're a genius. Wow, you got it right. It's open. It took 4 tries, but you did it. I just needed some time to get warmed up, that's all. Now we can finally read what's written inside. Let's see. What's inside? It says that Seimin Chukimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared the descendants of those involved in the Hanjo incident might become cursed and used in collection of soul dregs for the Rite of Resurrection. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It is believed to have been inherited by a descendant of Seimin. The text has been preserved in the form of 2 talismans held by Hajime Yoshimi and Michio Shiraishi. It contains a full account of the Hanjo incident, and the following is written in Seimin's hand. I bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that the calamity should arise from this grievous incident. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my cursed echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. My spirit, that is my own consciousness. Which one's the cursed echo? During the Edo period... Oh, is this going to be a long boy? Probably. During the Edo period, a chain of events that occurred around a certain resurrection spell. Alright. This is a story that takes place in the late Edo period. There was once a family that lived in a row house in Hanjo. The family consisted of Netsuke craftsman named Jinkichi and his wife Koma and their daughter Toki. Oh my god. They enjoyed a poor but happy existence. One day, they took in a man by the name of Blank, who claimed to be a shomoji. He was on the run, having barely escaped with his life from something or another, and wound up in Hanjo. The tough circumstances had left him sick and destitute. Jinkichi felt sorry for the man and decided to shelter him. The stranger was deeply grateful for the kindness and care of Jinkichi's family, as without it he would have surely died, and told them thusly, on the day of his departure, I want to give you my thanks, but unfortunately I have nothing of value. He paused, then asked, is there anyone you want to bring back to life? It turned out that the man's true name was Chukimikado Seimin, a descendant of a renowned Onmyoji, and he had been researching the fabled rite of resurrection. For his crime in unearthing this forbidden rite, he was chased out by his family, but he wrote down everything about the spell in a book he named the Record of Fates, while on the run. Whoever sought to perform the rite would need to kill people and gather their soul dregs. Seimin only had researched the rite out of spirit inquiry, but thought himself willing to use the rite if it was for the sake of Jinkichi's family. However, Jinkichi shook his head. Sacrificing someone is unthinkable. We didn't help you because we wanted something in return, so you owe us nothing, he said, declining the unbelievable offer. Seimin bowed his head in gratitude countless times at those words and left their house. In the same area, there lived an ukiyo-e artist known as Old Man Kanzo. His art didn't sell much, but he often looked after Toki while Jinkichi and Koma were out working. Young Toki heard Seimin's talk about the rite of resurrection, but being too young to comprehend it, regaled in the Old Man Kanzo as a story of fiction. Old Man Kanzo, inspired by the story and filled with renewed vigor, put his heart and soul into his next painting. The piece, centered around the theme of resurrection, became an instant hit in town. Jinkichi, being a shrewd businessman, saw opportunity and jumped on the bandwagon by carving Netsuke connected to Old Man Kanzo's ukiyo. He made up stories about his Netsuke, telling people that their blessings were connected to resurrection, and his business rapidly flourished. That man unknowingly left us a wonderful gift, thought Jinkichi and his family, but they were unaware of the tragedy that would soon unfold. Before long, word of Old Man Kanzo's wonderful ukiyo-e reached the ears of the local daimyo, and he was summoned to the Lord's residence. But what awaited him was not praise, but cruel torture at the hands of Ashino, a female onmyoji who was in pursuit of Seimin. It was her who pressured Seimin into researching the rite of resurrection, which she secretly planned to use to preserve her beauty for all eternity. Ashino took advantage of the fact that the daimyo's heart was weak and frail following the loss of his family, and manipulated him into capturing Old Man Konzo. The source of the recent rumors about resurrection. Tell me where you heard of the rite of resurrection, Ashino demanded, as the brutal beatings continued. It was said that the eerie sound of the beatings ran out like the beating of a taiko drum night after night, reaching even the watchtower of the Tsugaru residence. Jeez. In the end, Ashino's cruel torture secured her information on Jinkichi's family and the existence of the Record of Fates. The daimyo sent his chief retainer to bring the Jinkichi, and the torture resumed afresh with the new captive. This time, she intended to obtain the whereabouts of Seimin and location of the Record of Fates. Jinkichi didn't know where Seimin went, but even if he did, he had no intention of telling and stubbornly kept his mouth shut. The torture was pushed too far, and Jinkichi was unintentionally killed before he spoke a word. The daimyo had Jinkichi's corpse hanged from a beech tree and declared that, unable to bear the guilt of crime of deceiving the masses with false rumors of resurrection, Jinkichi had committed suicide. This too was all part of Ashino's plan to send a message to the common folk, especially the increasing number of those who sought out the right for themselves. News of what happened to Jinkichi spread, and people lost interest in the rite, wondering if the stories of resurrection were all but a lie. But rumors that the daimyo's word was perhaps not all that truthful spread quickly when a dancer claimed to have witnessed the chief retainer's cold-blooded handiwork firsthand, and Honjo fell into unrest once more. The chief retainer arrested the girl and proposed a deal to put a stop to the rumors. The girl was to say she just wanted attention and retract her story by saying it was entirely made up. In exchange, she would be given the most wondrous stage to perform on. But when the day came, she was suffocated by the mask prepared for the performance. Unbeknownst to her, the mask had been covered in glue as part of the plan to kill and silence her. Koma never believed for a moment that her husband, Jinkichi, had committed suicide. She was certain someone was behind his death and asked around persistently for the names, addresses, and any other information she could find on people with connections to the daimyo. The chief retainer would not allow things to escalate any further, and had Tomezo, a ronin who once served as a spy, go after her. However, she turned the table on him, shouting, "It was you who killed my husband, wasn't it?" Confronted with the accusation, Tomezo flew into a blind rage and cut Koma down in broad daylight. Ordered to take responsibility for his failure by committing seppuku, he exposed the daimyo's plot as he disemboweled himself by the lantern of the soba cart used to give coded signals. With both her parents gone through means unbeknownst to her, Toki found herself to be all alone. One day, late at night, she went searching for her parents and met her doom falling into a canal where she drowned. Meanwhile, the chief retainer had made no headway whatsoever in finding Seimin's whereabouts, and had incensed Ashino decided to set fire to his residence, burning him alive. In truth, all those connected to these events thus far were cursed by Ashino, so that their souls would turn into soul dregs upon death, which she had been collecting. All she needed to perform the rite now was to get her hands on the Record of Fates. Sensing that there was something serious at work behind the recent string of strange events in Honjo, Seimin returned to find that he was too late. He broke down in tears when he learned of the unfortunate and unnatural deaths Jinkichi's family had met. Seimin realized it was the handiwork of Ashino, and when he found her soul dregs had been collected, decided he had to prevent any further sacrifices from happening by confronting her on the Honji Bridge. What ensued was a fierce battle of spells that endured till the break of dawn. Though those who did not know any better only saw what they believed to be eerie flashes and supernatural orbs of light. At the end of the long battle, Ashino defeated Seimin and obtained the Record of Fates, but he had placed a curse upon her foot. Ashino dragged her foot, corrupted and horribly inflamed, and sought refuge at the nearby residence of a retainer and angrily demanded they wash her foot. Ashino died then and there, filled with agony, and her foot cursed and rotten. Seimin, too, having sustained serious wounds during their fight, died that day on Honji Bridge, still filled with regret. However, Seimin came back to life, knowing that there would be enough soul dregs in place during their confrontation. He had prepared a spell that would activate the Rite of Resurrection upon his passing. feeling that his curiosity was responsible for the terrible tragedy that had unfolded. He was left with a keen understanding of why the rite of resurrection was forbidden, and became determined to seal it away. Indeed, the reason he'd resurrected himself was for that very purpose. However, he did not know what had become of the Record of Fates. With nothing to seal away, he instead used the remaining soul dregs to turn 9 of the Netsuke made by Jinkichi into ritual implements to be sealed away in Honjo. He placed a spell so that, should someone try to activate the Rite of Resurrection again, all 9 pieces will awaken at once. And to pass the whole truth of these events to future generations, he wrote everything down in the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, and it passed down to his descendants. Meanwhile, the townspeople kept silent about the incidents out of fear of being cursed. However, these occurrences were so strange that gossip about it couldn't truly be contained. Over time, the details became more and more vague, and the stories grew into legends, and that's how they came to be called the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. That is really cool, actually. Nice, we finally know everything. I see. What does it say? First, it is a detailed account of this tragedy surrounding the Rite of Resurrection that occurred in Honjo back in the Edo period. The whole story of what we call the Honjo incident is laid out clearly. That incident was the origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo and their curses, right? Yes, the resentment of the victims of the incident turned into curses, which are the curse echoes. The contents are organized like an answer sheet, so it doesn't give us the information we need. Ah, is there anything else? Yes, here's what we've been looking for. I bequeath this scroll to future generations. Okay, yeah, read that. It says, whoa, he foresaw all of this happening? And it continues. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. My mind, that is my own consciousness. What is this curse echo? Oh, it's the light, isn't it? It's the beckoning light. Yeah. His mind turns to the Onmyoji woman. It was all her doing. No. The blame laid with him and his inexperience. Yeah. So it's the beckoning light. Okay, it's the beckoning light. Wow. So if we gather these 3 things in one place, Seimon's Rite of Cleansing will activate and completely negate the curses and the Rite of Resurrection. Oh, that's it. That's exactly what we need. The 3 things are Seimon's soul, body, and mind. It says the soul is Seimon's curse echo. It's curse echo, so Seimon himself is part of the 7 mysteries. Now that you mention it, Mr. Araishi said something along those lines before. There's another hint written here. My curse echo holds my curse. My curse brings ruin to curse bearers. It's the beckon light. What kind of hint is that? Maybe I'll look for a sense of keep looking. But will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer is already gone? Next, the body is a descendant of Seimon's, it seems. Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Seimon? He and Michio Shiraishi, who had the other talisman. Both of them had already passed by the time this iteration of the curses was unleashed. Damn, that's true. What are we gonna do? This bloodline was so split up, there have to be others. Oh, there's another note here. Where? Is it another hint? As for the body, seek not only one who bears my blood, but one with strong spirit sense. Such individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to instead take control of that spirit themselves. So it says. Do we know anyone like that? I can't think of anyone. Wait. The only other person who felt dizzy in this game, besides Yako, was my boy, Shogo. My boy Shogo was feeling lightheaded and weird. Yo, do we have to go back to Shogo now? That'd be great. Next is the mind. What's the difference between the mind and the soul? The paranormal theory, it says that humans are made up of soul, body, and mind. The mind is essentially thought to be part of the spirit that makes up one's consciousness, or one's self. It's like driving. The body is the car, the soul is the control system, and the mind is the driver. I see. I think that makes sense. So is there a hint of finding this one too? Well, let's see. There is this. Should the rite of resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. Seaman tried to seal away the rite of resurrection, but before he could, Ashino stole the record of fates. So as a countermeasure to the rite being activated, he made it so that his mind would be released from the seal. Okay, but what does that actually mean? What it means is, Seaman's mind awoke the night the rite was activated and must be possessing someone out there right now. What? So we have to get that person together with everything else. All right, so we have to find the curse echo, the descendant, and the person possessed by Seaman. Then we just get them together in one place and we'll be good to go. Right, but there's one thing. The second and third ones could both be the same person. Oh, but who could that be? If it's like how Michio lost her memories when she was possessing Yako, Seaman's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. Am I the consciousness? Am I Seaman's consciousness? So if he learned the truth, would he start to act of his own accord? Oh, then that person could already be... Oh, hold on a second. Someone's coming this way. Huh? Excuse me. Could I interrupt just for a moment? Who might you be? Would you buy this empty can of juice for just finished drinking for 10,000 yen? Huh? I'll even throw in these bones from fried chicken. Can't beat a deal like this. I don't really want them. You. Don't say that. Come on, they're delicious. Actually, I thought I might just have a picnic right here. Won't you join me? Sorry, I don't understand. What should we do? Well, it's not like we need this exact spot. Can't do anything with other people around. Let's just move somewhere else. No. I'm sorry, we're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way. No, we're dead. We're dead. No. You piece of shit. Ugh. Ugh, it hurts. This is a curse. Yeah, this piece. Yeah, I knew it. Yoko's evil. She's just evil. We did it! This was such an awesome ending! Ah. Oh no. I know, like Yoko is bad. Yoko's bad. She must be really strong to be able to hide her spirit sense. I do like to think that she is the final bad guy. So we'll see how that goes. It's me, Paranormasight. Ooh.
You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. This brings the story of the 7 mysteries of Honjo to a close. And who could have foreseen such a conclusion? Unfortunately, it seems the so-called mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, leaving behind no evidence. Perhaps there is truly no way to stop her. However, should you find that this conclusion is not to your liking, by all means, please pursue a different path. You have done it once before, so I am sure you already know. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I have been your humble storyteller. Good night.
It's here. This is what I gotta do. But you know what? I didn't finish this. I'm gonna resume it.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Najima. Are you hurt?
Wow, I didn't expect that from you.
Whoa, got him. Huh?
I thought you'd just start questioning me before you bothered to ask how I'm doing.
Ah. Well, I am still your father.
Ooh, maybe Boss can handle this after all. I'm fine. I managed to get away somehow.
Right, I'm glad.
Not handing them over. Blah, blah. Okay, new stuff.
Well, sure. Can't live as long as I have without having a secret or two.
Of course you try to dodge the question. Now then. Then he hung himself. And then the girl got cut. And then the carp seal and then light. Wow, you got it right. It's open. Getting it right on the first try. That's amazing. You're a real pro.
I'm a pro.
Heh, nothing to it, really. Told you I could do it. Yeah. Blah, blah.
Yep.
Then we got her, and she's gonna come in and kill everybody for no reason. Love this man.
Blah, blah. Who could have foreseen such a conclusion? However, you feel like you want to change it.
All right. I'm gonna change it because I'm Shogo Okie. I'm a descendant of me. I'm the Seimin, right? I'm the consciousness. I want to believe. I'm very excited. 1 a.m. Oh, it's been so long being Shogo. Part 1. Do I do that? I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to think. Like, let's see. Maybe it's this one where she's already dead because she's already dead.
I thought maybe there was a way to, like, not have everyone die, but I guess Yoko's dead.
Yoko, answer me. Yoko? No way. Can't be. Why? Oh my god, oh no! What the hell would just happen? No, damn it, I got bigger problems. Think it's gonna be okay. Oh god, she's not breathing. She's cold, and I don't feel a pulse. This can't be happening. Okay. An ambulance, right. I've gotta call an ambulance. I need a phone. Phone. Okay, so the Seimin, I'm the Seimin's consciousness. That has to be the case. I've only woken up at this very moment. Called it in. The ambulance shouldn't be long. It's gonna make a difference. Blah, blah, blah. Don't think there's any coming back from that. I don't get it. Just a few minutes ago, we were just chatting without a care in the world. Yoko. How did this happen? Because she's bad. Someone so bright and bubbly. Resurrect her. Oh. Huh? Oh, that's right. Rite of resurrection. Blah, blah. Might be a way to bring her back. Someone just dropped dead. Yes, she was in a panic. There's definitely something strange going on. That's right. The beckoning light was present. Oh my god, it's true. The beckoning light was present when the dude, what's his goddamn name? Takumi? There we go. So maybe whatever it was she saw had something to do with that whispering canal. Whoa! Okay. Damn it. Presence again. Must be around here somewhere. Where? Oh.
there a sticker? Oh, yes, that's right. The fallen object. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Ooh, what the? Help me, leave me, it hurts. Aw, poor girl. They walk away, leave me behind, drop dead. Kill them, kill them! Yay. Ah, good for you, Shogo. I remember when Shogo murdered everyone that night. That was pretty good. That was a good ending. I mean, he died after, but yeah. I do like that they just go like, if you want a different ending, just play the game. Choose a scene. Take your curse in hand. Reap lives by the score. And claim their soul dregs for your own. That's what the little girl sounds like. Collect enough to sate this vessel. And by their sacrifice, claim the gift of resurrection. Or better yet, slay your fellow curse bearers. Okay, yeah, I get it. Blah, blah. I'm going forth and killing. It's me, Shogo. Alright, feeling weird. Ah! Huh? The hell is that? It looks like a light and floating in midair. It's the beckoning light. It's my boy. Oh, you got so close to me. Whoa, it's coming closer. It's another one of 7 mysteries. Looks like a will-o-wisp, maybe? Was there anything like that in 7? I'm gonna touch it. Huh? Am I supposed to touch it? Yeah? Yeah? This is new. This is brand new. Touch it, Shogo! Oh my god, there's a new seed! Oh. Okay. I guess I could finish it now, right? I feel like when the body, soul, and mind of Seimin Chumikado have all been brought together, the rite of cleansing is activated, dispelling all rituals and curses that have previously been performed. Oh, I got this. I got this, baby. I'm Shogo. Oh. My. Finally, you have arrived to this juncture. I expected no less from you. Thank you, storyteller. That would mean that you have managed to bring everything to light. Though there is the possibility that you have wound up here by chance. So before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions. I see. About what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Seimin Tsuchimikado are. Firstly, which curse echo represents the soul of Seimin? It's the beckoning light, baby. Wait, it's the beckoning light, right? Yeah, it's the beckoning light, baby. I'm not gonna check. I'm not gonna check anything. I'm the best. Yes, that is exactly it. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino in the Konjo incident, Seimin wandered about near Honji. The form of his curse echo changed over time with the legend he left behind. This is the curse echo which was acquired by Mayu Chozawa. But when called forth by Seimin's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who served as the self of Seimin Chukimikado? Who was his body, his descendant who carried his blood in their veins? It's clearly Shogo, my boy, Shogo. Yeah, correct again. Although Shogo Okie was born to an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in his veins. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukunaga. She was also one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In her case, it was Ashino. I knew it! Seimin and Ashino fated to meet again, all these hundreds of years later. Now, for my final question. Who is the mind of Seimin Tsuchimikado?
Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was directly tied to his. It's me. Oh, I see. You believe it to be cheesy. Are you saying you believe it to be yourself? Are you certain? Yes, you are correct. Finally, you have remembered. That's right. You are Sayman's consciousness, awoken by the curses and the rite of resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. This is, if I may say so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of this story. As your consciousness was all that was left of you, you manipulated time and space by the way of story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel, and manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events, the one who awakened the rite and curses, was Yoko Fukunaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. How interesting that she awakened Sayman's consciousness at the same time as the curses. That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. But due to your influence on Shogo Okie's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life. Using the story chart to undo her death, I led you to believe that it was the work of the rite of resurrection itself. But as it turns out, seeing what would transpire if the mastermind was not killed at the outset is what ultimately revealed the way you put an end to the curses for good. There were certain things which would have answered all your questions had you noticed them. For example, whilst under your control, Shogo Okie willingly used his curse. When I asked you early on how many Shogo Okie had killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogo Okie would have done so of his own accord. Furthermore, Mayo Chozawa was able to recall information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through her curse echo, the beckoning light. We did it. In truth, Yoko is a descendant of Omnioji, who continued to practice in modern times. Her ancestor, Ashino, attempted to steal the rite of resurrection in Honjo during the Edo period. Born with exceptional spirit sense, Yoko learned about her own ancestry while researching her roots, and was disappointed to find her bloodline had fallen into mediocrity. She became consumed with the ambition to restore her family's lost glory through her own powers, and devised a scheme to succeed where Ashino failed, and perform the rite of resurrection. Yoko continued her training, developing her spiritual and curse powers until she discovered the Record of Fates, which offered clues regarding the rite. She plotted to use the curses of the 7 mysteries of Honjo to gather a large number of soul dregs by calling forth curse echoes and setting the stage for mutual slaughter. The ultimate plan involved invoking a large-scale feast of shadows, awakening the curses, performing the rite herself, and bringing together enough soul dregs to revive Ashino. Since the effects of the curses increase the more people know and fear them, she first entrusted the Record of Fates to the local historian Hideki Araishi, who could be used to easily spread the rumors. She had contacted Fumichika Najima, a criminal with a deep understanding of mystic arts, to obtain the cursed stones needed to gather soul dregs. Unsurprisingly, Najima was very interested in the story of Ashino and readily agreed to aid his revival. While carrying out these steps, Yuko learned of the existence of the Yin Scroll, which threatened to thwart her plans. She added a note about the scroll in the Record of Fates before giving it to Araishi, intending to acquire it before it could pose an issue. Through her investigations, Yoko discovered that Hajime Yoshimi was a descendant of Seimin, and threatened him with a curse in an effort to scare him into revealing the whereabouts of the Yin Scroll. While Hajime bravely resisted Yoko's threats, she killed him with the curse to ensure Seimin's descendant would not stand in her way. As her preparations are coming together, Yoko obtained the seemingly less dangerous curse stone of the Whispering Canal in order to become a curse bearer, a necessity for gathering the curse stones for the Feast of Shadows. Shogo Okie, also a descendant of Seimin, was eyed as a potential risk factor and contacted to ensure he would be located nearby and subject to monitoring. However, unaware that the spirit of Seimin would be awakened within Shogo as soon as she invoked the curse, Yoko's plan was thwarted when she was immediately cursed to death by Seimin. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. If you, knowing all that you now know, had the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? I'd use it if it came at no cost. Oh, I see, I see. I see you have not changed your answer from when I first asked you this question. You are nothing if not stalwart, just like the Seimin himself. Now, it is time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all other rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts, and then we shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you, truly, for all the work you have done. It's me, Shogo! That's what happened? I can't believe it. I finally understand. Yeah, I was the one who did that to Yoko. The blood of the Onmyoji that's inside me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the rite of resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop it all was to put a stop to her here. Oh, that's why we approached her. That's why we were so interested in her. It wasn't to date her, it's because of her spirit sense. Otherwise, the rite of cleansing might have been negated too. Nor how much of it was really her doing all those things. Yoko. I guess that explains why I felt like it was fate when this all started. Though she didn't seem to notice. I guess things were always destined to end like this from the moment we met. I wish we could have met under different circumstances. No point in thinking like that now. God, I need a drink. I'm thinking a Moscow Mule, or 2 or 3. I was gonna suggest a Moscow Mule. I love you, Shogo. You're the best. Harishigima. Oh, we're getting an update on everyone. This is a long episode, but it is the finale. Ma'am? What is it? Just a dream. It seems that it was all just a dream. I dreamt that there was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. Just a dream. I'm sorry to say it, but there isn't. Right. Of course not. But, even if there's no such thing, I promise that I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I've happened to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Something that's evaded our reach until now. An eyewitness from the scene of the kidnapping. I see. Tetsuo Tsutsumi. My man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the hell is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened?
I was looking into Yoshimi's death at the former Yasuda Gardens. Another body was discovered at a different park in the area. Could they be related?
It sure looks like it, but...
Excuse me, we found this among the victim's belongings. Thought you'd want to know. What is it? What the hell? Boss, look what was found in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo.
What?
And the picture. There's an X drawn on it and a bunch of weird symbols and a hole where his heart would be.
No.
Do you think, could this be some kind of curse or something?
How many times do I have to tell you not to try to connect everything to the occult? Damn it. Is this a Nakagoshi case after all?
What was that, boss?
Don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo into evidence. There's no doubt that this is related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm gonna make a phone call.
Got it. Leave it to me. Spend as long as you want on the phone. Yakko. Mio, it turns out Michio really did die in an accident. Yeah, if we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information. I guess there never really was such a thing as a rite of resurrection. But I did feel like there was a spirit watching over us. Damn it. Why? Nothing's happening. But now my contract won't be... No! I should have never believed in this blasted record of fates. He's fucked.
To all of you watching from far, far away, the rite of resurrection has never existed. Not in any world, not in any time. So I ask you to take the life you hold and move boldly forward, one step at a time. That was fast.
Richter, a wise out. Do you want to question him? Hang on, Ario. I want to get enough evidence to search warrant. Let him go for now. That's the kidnapper? I missed that last word. Yes, I'm the one who did it. So please, help me. She's always following me. Damn. I'm so sorry, Michio. I had no idea. What? Hajime was killed? By this Yoko Fukunaga? How can that be? He wasn't the kind of guy who could just be picked off like that. You know that. Yeah, and boss is hiding something. There seems to be some kind of secret hidden in Hajime's family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is. I had heard you would be absent today. Is there something you need? Well, I seem to have this spirit sense thing all of a sudden. I know it's the sort of thing our chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it.
You could have called. Didn't think you were the standoffish type. I had to find out from Iwai.
Whoops, sorry, forgot all about my favorite chief inspector.
The hell are you planning?
Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Ashimiya, after all. Nothing but a lowly janitor. How are things with you? You getting along with your daughter?
No. Well, you know, more or less. Yeah, I guess it's, how do we put it? Complicated. Is it over? Did we clean up this town? We technically cleansed that river. Ah, we did it! Ah, hell yeah. Honestly, some of those puzzles were a good stumper. I don't know if that's a bad word to use, stumper. That's not a word. Anyways, like, I think what I really enjoyed is that it didn't hold my hand, you know, like I was really enjoying the seal one because I was like, oh, I've got to like read everything. Originally, I was thinking it was maybe history and it had to happen in order, but then I was like, would they make me read that much to figure out a puzzle? And then I did it like a few times and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna read. I'm gonna read everything because at the end of the day, information in this game was power. So I like that it stuck to its guns and did its thing. I obviously clued in that I was some kind of being, but I was pretty happy to see that it all really like came full circle. I love that we got to end it with Shogo because honestly, I liked Shogo. Shogo was pretty great, and I wonder if he's gonna become like some kind of onmyoji for that chairwoman. But all I know is that currently I'm missing birds and I need to get those stickers ASAP. But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Generally, I'm just really happy that I was able to like how is this? To figure stuff out. This game really felt like it was trying to make sure that I was having a little brain teaser. And I loved all the characters, you know, like, maybe except for like Ayame, who's psychotic. I think she's the most psycho character here. But besides that, everybody else I really enjoyed. I'm a bit sad we didn't get to see more of some of the characters, like, what's her name? Is it Yumi? Let's see. Mayu, that's it. Yumi. No, almost. It was Mayu, but yeah, I really enjoyed the characters. What I like about it is that it's such a tragedy. Even undoing all the events, there's still the tragedy of Yoko needing to die. There's the tragedy of that police officer dying, and Michio dying as well. What an experience. That was great. We did it. And we did it. We did it so good. Wait, did I get everything? No, I need to get some bird stickers. But you know what? I guess we can end it here. I'll probably get the bird stickers on my own. And if there's anything extra, I'll try to record it. But thank you so much for watching. I had a blast going through this game. It scared me. It was thrilling, and it was far more interesting than I thought it would be. So, now that the evening and days are over, I guess we can move on and get to another project or another game next. But in the meantime, I'll remember this for a while, and I might just come back to rewatch this playthrough, just because it was a really fun journey. So anyways, take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.